Hello and welcome to another episode of Forgotten Cello Music with Traveling Cello. Hi, I'm Aaron. On today's podcast, Julius Klengel. To my mind, this is a composer, cellist, and teacher that is greatly underestimated as a composer of cello music. He wrote much exhilarating music with a high level of skill. Matter-of-factly, it seems his music has been disregarded, probably for no apparent reason, at least none that I am aware of. His musical output is quite significant. Teachers tend to use his technical studies to teach scales, arpeggios. And then, of course, probably every cellist knows about his hymnus, which is written for 12 cellos. Well, despite its value in developing the knowledge of the fingerboard, I'm speaking of the technical studies, it is quite unfortunate that he is not known for, say, his 3 sonatinas, perfectly fine music, or his concertinos, also great music. Before I get on to the main purpose of this particular episode, which is the reading of a biographical sketch from the German publication Violoncellisten der Gegenwart in Wort und Bild, cellists of the present or contemporary cellists in word and picture. That's dated 1903. In the background, you'll be hearing musical selections that I have recorded myself. In particular, his Sonatina Opus 47 number 2 in A minor, his Sechs Stücke, or 6 pieces, Opus 26, and a few excerpts from his technical studies, scales, arpeggios, and some broken thirds. Now, the book that I am reading from, Violoncellisten der Gegenwart in Wort und Bild, is published, dated 1903, in Hamburg, Germany. It doesn't give the editor's name, but the editor signs it the editor. It's a collection of biographical sketches, apparently, according to the foreword, written by the cellists themselves. They sent in a picture and a biographical sketch to the publisher upon request. It was published in German. I have not seen an English translation, and for my own edification, for my own enjoyment, I have translated it myself into English. And please forgive any errors in the translation. I don't speak German on a regular basis anymore. I learned German in Austria some years ago, and I just keep up with it a little bit on my own. It's enjoyable for me. I like the German language, and I want to read the original in German. So first, my own English translation of the biographical sketch of Julius Klengel, and then the original in German. This is from page 120. Julius Klengel, the master from Leipzig and world-renowned cello virtuoso par excellence, was born on September 24, 1859 in Leipzig, Germany. He studied as a private student of Emil Hegar, while also getting composition instruction from Jarosson. Klengel was a member of the outstanding Gewandhaus Orchestra from the age of 29. In 1881, he was appointed teacher at the conservatory and won recognition for his meritorious effectiveness and received the title of Royal Professor. Since 1876, he has repeatedly appeared as soloist in all the great cities of Germany, Russia, Holland, France, England, Italy, and Switzerland, being celebrated in all. Through his musical character and astounding technical virtuosity, his name has been placed among the most famous of cellists. However, he also holds a special place as a chamber musician and teacher in the music community of Leipzig. The most favorable successes Klengel has achieved with his students is creating a most sought-after master teacher. He not only gained success because of his most excellent playing abilities, but beyond his active music circles, he is advantageously known as a notable composer as well. He has published 4 cello concertos, 2 string quartets, a cello sonata, a piano trio, suites, a serenade for string orchestra, pieces for 2 and 4 cellos, solo pieces, and instructive works. And now for a reading of the original in German, auf Deutsch. Julius Klengel, Seite 120. Der Leipziger Meister und weltbekannte Cello-Virtuose par excellence wurde am 24. September 1859 zu Leipzig geboren. Er erhielt seine Ausbildung als Privatschüler bei Emil Hegar, während ihm Jarosson Kompositionsunterricht erteilte. Klengel gehört als hervorragendes Mitglied dem Gewandhausorchester bereits 29 Jahren. 1881 wurde er Lehrer am Konservatorium und erhielt in Anerkennung seiner verdienstlichen Wirksamkeit den Titel eines königlichen Professors. Seit 1876 ist er als Solist in allen größeren Städten Deutschlands, Russlands, Hollands, Frankreichs, Englands, Italiens und der Schweiz wiederholt aufgetreten, überall Triumphe feiernd. Er hat besonders durch die staunenswerte Bravour seiner technischen Virtuosität seinen Namen denen der berühmtesten Cellospieler angereiht. Aber auch als Kammermusikspieler und Lehrer gereicht er der Leipziger Musikwelt zur besonderen Zierde. Die günstigen Erfolge, welche Klengel mit seinen Schülern erzielt hat, haben ihn zu einem besonders gesuchten Lehrmeister gemacht. Außerhalb seines Wirkungskreises hat er sich nicht nur durch sein ausgezeichnetes Spiel, sondern auch als bemerkenswerter Komponist aufs Vorteilhafteste bekannt gemacht. Er veröffentlichte 4 Cellokonzerte, 2 Streichquartette, eine Cellosonate, ein Klaviertrio, Suiten, Serenade für Streichorchester, Stücke für 2 und 4 Celli, Solostücke und instruktive Werke. Well, it goes without saying, even though I'm going to say it, that my German is quite rusty, but I think it's valuable at least to hear it in the original, and then if you do happen to know German, you can make a comparison and see. If you have any thoughts, send me a thought or two, and maybe I can I'll make the changes, and maybe I can re-record the portion if it makes sense to me. Now a few thoughts to finish off this episode. To me, it seems from his biography and from the number of works that he wrote that he was a teacher of great magnitude, with influence and rapport with the musical community at large, and apparently especially in Leipzig. It is a wonder to me that his music has not found a lasting place outside of the technical studies, i.e. scales and arpeggios and such, and the hymnus for 12 cellos. And maybe it's due to the fact that he had a higher standing in the community as a teacher, or at least or I should say, around the world. His standing was higher, or people knew him as a professor of the cello. Regardless, let's remember his compositional achievements as well by playing some of his fine music. Go find his sonatinas, Opus 47. There are 3 of them. His 6 Stücke, 6 pieces, Opus 26, minus number 4. His concertinos. And I have actually heard one very exhilarating, exciting work. I think it's Variations on a Theme by Robert Schumann in the form of a chaconne. It's a highly virtuosic work that requires much practice, more time than I've got to fix it right now, and quite frankly, my goal is not to play the virtuoso stuff at the moment, but to focus on the beginner intermediate repertoire. To hear, see, and read more about the music that I am playing and recording and talking about and writing about, go to my YouTube channel, Facebook page, my Instagram, and WordPress blog. All the links for those social media outlets are in the description below. Thank you for listening to Forgotten Cello Music. Auf Wiedersehen.